Welcome back to Nadia Plans. If you're new, hi, I'm so happy that you're here and that you decided to click on this video. I am going to be bringing you all along today for a walkthrough of how I am using my Hobonichi Techo. If you haven't watched my last video, go back and watch it and it'll give you a little bit of context into why I am in here, but I wanted to just give a quick little overview. This is the 2023 Hobonichi Cousin, and I have been a digital planning girl for the past year. This is my iPad Pro, and I have been digitally planning in here, and I have continued to digitally plan in here using GoodNotes, and I have been using the Create Heartwork Planner. This is my October spread, and I have really been loving using this as a planner, but I have been missing the memory keeping aspect of, of a book essentially. And so I brought out my Hobonichi 2023 that I didn't finish. I haven't gotten through most of the book, and so I have been using it for memory keeping and journaling, and I have really been enjoying it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump in and show you what I have been doing for my monthlies, for my weeklies, and how I have been memory keeping in here. So when you open up the Hobonichi Techo, there is a year at a glance view. You also have some boxes with the dates here to track any, if you're doing exercising or anything. I think it's used for tracking. And then you go into your months. I went all the way to the end of the monthlies, and I just jotted in the month for what it is right now, which is October. And I saw this creator on Instagram. I'll have her handle linked below because I cannot think of it off the top of my head. She does her monthlies as lovely moments, and I just loved that so much, and I wanted to do something super similar to that, and I had to go in and kind of backtrack, but I don't really remember what I did on Thursday or Friday of last week. So I just went in and put in some lovely moments. I even put a sarcastic lovely in here. We had an expensive car repair. And so I've really been enjoying this process of writing down one lovely thing for the month. And so that's how I am planning on using my monthly spreads. I love that I don't have to shove a bunch of thoughts or ideas into here. It is just one lovely memory, one lovely moment, and I really like it. It is a little bit bare, and I would really love to get more stickers and stationery and things to kind of spruce up the page, but since going digital, I haven't really been buying any physical stationery, and so I am hoping that when we go visit Japan at the end of the month, I will be able to pick up a bunch of goodies and get my hands on some deco, and I'm very, very excited for that. But that is what my monthlies look like, and I have space for, this is October, and I have space for November, and then space for December. And what I do is that I just take white out, and I will white out the days, the numbers of whatever is on here. And so I just white it out, if the whiteout will work, and you can't even see that it's there anymore. So I just like to go in and white out the numbers, and then I go through and write the actual numbers for the month. And then I also try to cover up the month here for whatever month it is. I didn't feel like buying a whole new Hobonichi just for the last 3 months of the year. So I figured that because I wasn't in this book very often in 2023, I would just repurpose it and actually see if I was gonna be in here, if I was gonna commit to using this book. And so I just kind of wanted to try it out, and this is the way that I wanted to save on the cost, because Hobonichis are rather on the more expensive side than your normal typical planner. So I wanted just to make sure that I loved the layout and that I loved the planner itself before going and purchasing another one. So my plan is that when we go to Japan, I am going to buy a whole new Hobonichi for 2025. Okay, now that that is done, I'm gonna walk you through what my weeklies look like. And I have a hard time with the weekly layout for some reason. I just can never seem to know what to put in here. I tried to, let's see, back in 2023, I tried to do like planning and a little bit of my to-dos, and then I tried to like jot down my work and like my schedule, and that just has not worked for me. Clearly, I didn't enjoy that. And then I think for a period of time, I tried to do something else. Yeah, for a period of time, I tried to do like my chores on here and like the things that I had to do every day. But I just have always struggled with my weeklies. If you have any ideas, let me know. But as of late, I have really been enjoying memory keeping, and so this is the week that just happened. Today is Sunday the 13th, and so I have to go in and jot down what has been happening today. But I have really been enjoying this, the memory keeping of my day, going in and highlighting drop off and work and, you know, meetings and thrifting and all the things that I want to kind of remember from a day and a week perspective. And so I've really been enjoying this. And I put a little picture here. This is my son. I was rushing one day and I accidentally put his shoes on backwards. And so I just thought that was so funny. And it was one of those things that stood out to me for the week. It made me laugh. I literally put it here that it made me LOL. And so I printed it out and put it here. And I am really loving the way that this looks. And so I'm gonna go and do the next week. I'm going to, again, use my whiteout tape, and I'm gonna just white out the numbers, not the days, just the numbers for this. And I do apologize, but I need to turn my book to do this properly. But I just white out the numbers, and then I'm gonna go in with a pen and add the numbers back in for the upcoming week. Okay. So that is done, and we are on the 13th. So I'm gonna go in with my, with my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. I love these pens, and I'm so happy that I actually found this pen and this one and my Micron. Like I said, I kind of gave up stationery and writing utensils because I was digital, and I even had a fountain pen that I just cannot find for the life of me, and I am kicking myself because I'm itching to dip my toes back into fountain pens and into all things that are stationary. And so I'm happy that I was able to find these. This is the Micron in the size 1. And then I also have my Fudenosuke pens in soft tip and hard tip. And I've just really been loving the hard tip for writing things down. So I'm gonna write the days of the week up here. So we got, sorry, just gonna turn my body so that I can do this properly. So we have the 14th, and I'm just gonna write Monday, then the 15th. No, that's okay. Okay. Then the 18th. Okay. That looks good. And then I also want to take out this week, or take out this month glance here, because it's obviously for the year 2023 and not for the year 2024. So I just go again with my little whiteout. This is so handy. Definitely invest in some whiteout. And I am just going to cross this out and let it become a blank slate for decor or pictures. Okay. And then I'm also going to white out the year 2024, which is very similar to what I did here. And I whited it out here as well and just put a little picture over on top of that. But I also want to kind of decorate this spread just a little bit. I want to add a little bit of decor, a little bit of, washi tapes. I do have a few washi's that I have saved from my collection that I haven't destashed, and so I do want to go in. I think I like this little, it looks a little green. It's very pretty. I like that one. And I also like, I think I like these two together. So I'm going to decorate my book with these little washi tapes, and I'm just gonna take a sip of my drink. I am drinking an Izzy. These are our favorite. The sparkling Izzy's are our favorites here, and so I'm just gonna take a sip of this and then we'll get to decorating. Okay, so I am just going to put a piece of this washi across my week. Gonna just start on Monday. And then I'm just gonna kind of cut that there. I am very much a minimalist when it comes to decor. At least in my journal and my planners and stuff, I don't really like to do a whole lot. I have been trying to incorporate a little bit of color and a little bit of just a little bit more pizzazz. I love it. I love color and I love making things look fun. So why not, right? Why not? So I'm going to just put this one across the bottom here. And then, oops, just going to put that one there. Like that. think that looks pretty good. I think that looks good. It did smudge a little bit here for Saturday. I guess it wasn't dry, but that's okay. It's not, I'm not super picky when it comes to smudges and stuff, so I think that looks nice. And then I am gonna go ahead and write a little to-do list on the side here. I don't always reference it, and on this side I just put grocery shopping and pest control and simple like house things so that I just don't forget. I typically tend to forget. I always have mom brain, and so I don't want to forget. I have it in here. I have it in, you know, my notes. I have it, but I don't want to forget it. So I'm gonna write a to-do list of things that I have to do for this week. And then I think that'll be probably a good stopping point. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to get one of my Tombow markers. Again, I'm so happy that I saved these because I gave a lot of my stash of markers to my daughter, who has taken the caps off and has let them go dry, which is so sad and so unfortunate, but it's fine. What do you expect when you give littles markers? So I'm actually gonna go in with, I like the green, but it's kind of dark. Actually, let's just commit to the green. So I'm gonna use this one. It is the Tombow number 177. It's the water-based marker, and I'm just going to do a fun little design. There was a hair on that one. Okay. And then I'm gonna go in with my Tombow Fudenosuke brush. I am so sorry if I'm botching that. And I'm just going to write. And I'm going to go in with my Micron pen and just jot down a few of the things. Okay, I just have a few things jotted down, and I'm just gonna leave it blank for the most part. I probably will add a few more things. I'll probably add a picture here of whatever happened in the week that made me laugh or made me smile. But I think that just leaving it like this as a blank slate is just really good for me, and I'll fill it up with words and memories and such. So I think that about is enough for that, but I also wanted to show you all how I've been using my dailies. So I used my dailies a lot when I was here, and I just started it up again in the middle of the year. We are in June, and so I just opened up to a new page. I said 2024, here we go again, and I have been journaling in here and yeah, just jotting down my thoughts and ideas, and I've even put in these little pictures of my daughter that she has been drawing for me, and so my Starbucks order, stickers from my daughter's most recent book, pictures of our house, and pictures of our family. My husband celebrated his birthday yesterday. So I have just been journaling and memory keeping in here, and just getting our memories in a place, and a place where I can go back and reference them. And I am so just happy. I feel like I'm in a happy spot with this book and with memory keeping. And for a long time, I really tried to memory keep in here. I tried to just get a notebook. I tried to, let me show you all. I tried to just make something, and I just didn't keep up with it. I could not. I made a memory journal here, and I did memory keep for our Disneyland trip, and that was about it. I didn't even do anything else. But it's really hard for me to visualize our memories digitally versus actually just being able to flip through a book and being able to see pictures and see what happened that day and get, these little love notes from my daughter. It's kind of hard for me to just put that into my iPad. So I've really, really been enjoying this. I've really been loving the stationery, the physical feel of this book. It has been so, so fun to be back in here. So that is how I've been using my Hobonichi Techo, my 2023 one. I love it. I'm eager and excited for my 2025 Techo that I'm going to pick up in Japan. I have my eye on a few things. If you've already purchased your Hobonichis for next year, let me know in the comments what you picked up. But without further ado, thank you so much for joining me today as I walked you through how I'm using my Hobonichi Cousin to journal and to memory keep. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, friends.